It's 11 o'clock, and it's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday, March 22nd, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I am Pete the Wiggins, and your 11 o'clock news headlines here. Top story at 11 of the hour here is, in an extraordinary move, the U.S. chairman of the House panel investigated Russian interference in the presidential election bypassed his own committee Wednesday to break President Trump on information related to the U.S. London, 4 people were killed and scores injured when an attacker applied for a car front crowds in central London before attempting to storm the House of the Parliament in what police believe was an act of Islamist-inspired terrorism. The Republican healthcare overhaul spearheaded by House Speaker Paul D. Ryan, Wisconsin, and backed by President Trump hung their balance on Wednesday as the White House signaled at 11 hours a willingness to rework the measure to mollify. Police officer, 3 others killed in Wisconsin town of Wilkes-Barre. A white army vet intended to kill a black man stalked one potential victim before sending the aside to another. Questioned his racist thirst by a diary in a store to find a man in Midtown, police said. In New York City, Democrat Senators Moore aggressively questioned Judge Neil Grush on Wednesday in hopes of drawing him out of his potential independence from President Trump, while Republicans began congratulating him, saying that they anticipated this successful. North Korean missile fired Wednesday exploded within second launch, according to the U.S. Pacific Command, as U.S. officials confirmed North Korea attempted to launch a missile near Kama on the country's east coast, but early reports suggest. The Wall Street Journal published a stinging note to Wednesday condemning President Trump for seemingly endless stream of exaggeration, evidence-free accusations, and plausible denials and other falsehoods. The White House on Wednesday has thought that it can distance itself from President Trump's former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, who was under increasingly scrutiny over his connection to a burst of business interests. Washington FBI has information that indicates associates of President Trump communicated with suspected Russian operators that possibly coordinated the release of information damaging Hillary Clinton's campaign, U.S. officials told CNN. The teenager was accused of raping a 9th grader at Rockville High School in Maryland last week among tens of thousands of young people across the U.S. Last year, to join relatives, the pollsters at Quinnipiac University appeared to have been scooped on social media chain. Washington, a unanimous Supreme Court on Wednesday posted rights to millions of learning disabled students in a ruling that requires public schools to offer special education programs that meet higher standards. The U.S. Secret Service requested $60 million in additional funding for the next year, offering the most precise estimate of the escalating cost for travel and protection resulting from the unusually complicated lifestyle of the Trump family. In a stunning, shocking story in the town of Mansfield, Mansfield town manager Bill Ross announced his abrupt departure. 2 displaced pet cats saved in a smoky windswept Attleboro house fire. The Subway center shop at Baker's Corner Seacon was highlighted by 2 gun-toting robbers Wednesday afternoon. Starbucks CEO Ira Schultz literally hands the keys to the company's successor on Wednesday, reaching the pocket during the company's meeting of annual shareholder Schultz Puck. The House Bills Committee hearing on Wednesday and the Republican health care bill. Representative Jim McGovern made a pause the statement cut in the center of the turmoil and fractious debate. Andy Lampert, the press society CEO, chairman and largest shareholder, shares older than maybe all extended between them. The prominent store chain of bankruptcy. AT&T Johnson and Johnson pull ads from YouTube. The first dinosaur was made in the region in the Northern Hemisphere, also area that has now printed number 1 at the conclusion of the first detailed evaluation of the relationship between dinosaurs in 130 years. Funded in the International Space Station beyond 2024 may hinder NASA's ability to get astronauts to Mars in 2030, some of the observers said. Woodland, Texas, NASA's Curiosity rover usually keeps its instruments firmly focused on the Mars ground, stepping gift with its laser drilled towards the bedrock. The rusty patch bumblebee became the first wild being in the country of the United States to gain federal protection on Tuesday when it was added to the government's list of endangered and threatened species. One more winner in the plants have a very low and increased risk of developing a type of lymphoma. Peter Children's time is now 11:04 on this late Wednesday night, and it is time now for New Englanders report in Europe and Massachusetts, North after the White Path and North Dennis Road, a corner of the pole. Power lines down and power police department fire at the bottom of the scene. Road is shut down, power company route to the scene. Peter Children's time is now 11:04 on this late Wednesday night. It's time now for traffic and transit report. Let's start it off on the MBTA with a subway system with a Green Line D branch mission monorail to disabled train. Commuter rail, looking good, and on the ferries they are all looking good here. Okay, take a look at hours and byways of New England and New York City on this late Wednesday night here. Starting out down in New York City where Long Expressway, westbound side, Little Star, Queens, Central Parkway in Queens. Midtown Tunnel, both ends is backed up in the Midtown and in Brooklyn. FDR Drive at the northbound side, slow in the Upper East Side. Brooklyn Bridge at the eastbound side, Loso, Brooklyn Avenue Tunnel, lit slow in both ends, and West Side Highway Loso around the Holland Tunnel. Lincoln Tunnel stop going between New Jersey and New York City. Interstate 87 on the southbound side, also just before Route 95 at the Bronx. And Frog's Bridge on both ends is backed up in Bronx Western Bridge is backed up on both ends here. Up in Connecticut here. Howard's and Bowie's Connecticut down out Lincoln here. Interstate Mass Pike eastbound side, also before 84 in Sturbridge. Southern Expressway on the northbound side, it is backed up from Mass Ave, Boston, all the way to 93 in Boston and Zachem Bridge here. Mass Pike on the westbound side, about the South Boston around, and the Pooh Tunnel here. And I was Bowie's, the Northern New England out, looking good. Peter Channel News Time is there at 11:05 on this late Wednesday. Time now for a weather report here. And it was a beautiful day in the Norton area and around the region, but hope you didn't let those looks deceive you because it was like the dead of winter as it was a cold and a blustery, windy day as there were 1,600 power outages around the region from National Grid. That's the last I checked there. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 11:07 p.m. 20 degrees at temperature with humidity at 32%, 2.5 below and barometer 30.30 inches here. Okay, look at current conditions around the region here. It's 19 degrees in Logan and Boston, 18 in Beverly and Gloucester and Bedford and Fitchburg, 16 degrees out of Worcester, 21 in Norwood and Taunton, and 23 in Bedford and 25 in Falmouth, 19 in Plymouth, 21 in Provincetown and Chatham, 23 in Marsden, 25 in Nantucket, 19 in Providence, 25 in Quonset, 25 in Buckhannon and Gretton, 27 in Montauk. And that's 11 in New York City, 25 in Bridgeport and New Haven, it's 21 in Denver, 19 in Waterbury, 23 in Middletown, it's 21 in Springfield and Winslow, Norfolk, Connecticut, 16 degrees out in Orange, Massachusetts, 18 out in North Adam, 16 in Pittsfield, Mass, 19 in Albany, New York, it's 18 in Silver Springs, it's 12 in Rutland, Vermont, 16 in Bennington, Vermont, 16 in Lebanon and Keene and Devon, Hampshire, it's 12 degrees in local temperature, 16 degrees at Concord and Manchester, Hampshire, 18 in Natural Hampshire, 16 degrees at Portsmouth, Hampshire, 12 degrees up at Boston, Maine, here. Okay, look at that. Our current conditions around the region here. Around the country here, it shows a station front up and around British Columbia, warm front stretching from Saskatchewan, stretching in the eastern Montana and western quarters with a low pressure in southern Canadian Rockies and a regional low pressure coming from the Central Rockies down around Arizona here. And a fortified stretch around Utah, high pressure around the Colorado Rockies, and a warm front stretching from Kansas, stretching merging with station from Oklahoma, stretching all the way down to the Gulf States, and a merging with a cold front from Central Florida, stretching at the sea, meandering at the sea here. And a cold front stretching from Arizona, stretching into western Mexico here, and a fortified stretching on the Baja Mexico with a low pressure right there, and a low pressure in western Texas. Fortified on western Texas and high pressure ridges in Mexico, and down on Gulf of Mexico and on southern Texas. And a cold front stretching off the New England coastline and a warm front stretching eastern Nova Scotia here with a low pressure off the Canadian Maritimes here. High pressure ridge coming out of the Metro Great Lakes here. 27 degrees in Detroit, 20 in Pittsburgh, 40 in Washington, D.C., 57 in Atlanta, 74 in Miami and Dallas, Texas, 72 in Brownsville, Texas, 52 in Kansas City, 47 out in Omaha, Nebraska, 30 in Chicago, Illinois, 37 in Great Falls, Montana, 48 in Seattle, 48 in Great Falls, Montana, 47 in Seattle, 54 in San Francisco, 60 in Los Angeles, 67 in Las Vegas, 53 in Salt Lake City, 61 out in Denver, and 78 degrees out in Phoenix, Arizona, and in Albuquerque, New Mexico at 74. Okay, let's take a look at national radar here. Okay, we got National Radar, and then it shows clouds and snow from east to the Brunswick and Nova Scotia and Canadian Maritimes with clouds. Snow and clouds stretch around northeastern Minnesota, stretching in western Wisconsin here. And rain showers stretching from California, stretching in Arizona, stretching to Utah, with some clouds coming out of the western Rockies. Snow and rain around Nevada and southern Idaho, and some spotty rain and sleet stretch of western Washington State. Then east Washington and northern Idaho and the western portion of Montana. Snow, sleet, rain showers eastern portions of British Columbia, and some snow showers in eastern Alabama down, eastern Alberta down to western portions of Saskatchewan with a swirl cloud stretch from northern Alberta, stretches Saskatchewan and Manitoba, coming to much of Ontario here. And a line of clouds off the eastern seaboard and some rain showers off South Carolina and Georgia coast here. And a patch of clouds west central Mexico here. Okay. Looking at forecast discussion here. Blustery and cold. Conditions tonight will gradually moderate. Thursday, less wind and high pressure will move off the eastern seaboard. Again, windy amount of conditions. A cold front will push south across the region on Saturday and then solve it. New England early next weekend. Weak low pressure waves. Forecast will push along to this front with a potential periods of rain and mixed precipitation here. And winds continue to slowly diminish late this evening, including dry. So remain tweak temperature and winds will reflect observed terrain. Alright. What I am thinking here. Bitter cold tonight. Warmth in sight and unsettled at times, and lows tomorrow. Boston at 15 and Worcester at 10. The record is Boston 6 set at 1934 and Worcester at 4 set at 1934. And expecting overnight lows to be 8 to 18 and tomorrow's high 33 to 40 degrees. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Tonight, clear sky about 40 degrees. Northwest about 11 miles outside, 32 miles an hour for Thursday. South sky about 30 degrees. Northwest about 8 to 10 miles outside, 24 miles an hour for Thursday. Increased sky about 19 degrees. Northwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Becoming common evening or Friday. A slight chance of snow between 11 a.m. and noon. Then chance of rain, mostly clouds about 44 degrees and not a soft wind coming in. Southwest wind 10 to 50 miles in the morning. Winds outside 26 miles an hour. Just make sure it's 50%. Little dose of circulation expected for Friday night. Clouds about 40 degrees. Southwest wind 9 to 30 miles gusts. For Saturday, chance rain after 1 p.m. Mostly clouds about 33 degrees and chance rain 40%. Saturday night at chance rain before 5 a.m. Then at chance rain and sleet. Mostly clouds about 33 degrees and chance rain 30%. For Sunday at chance rain and sleet before 11 a.m. Then at chance rain mostly clouds about 41 degrees and chance rain 40%. Sunday night at chance rain before 10 p.m. Then at rain and sleet likely clouds got low at 30 degrees and chance rain 6%. For Monday, freezing rain likely before 10 a.m. Then rain likely clouds got about 42 low about 30 degrees and chance rain 0%. Dropping down to 40% by Monday night. Tuesday at chance rain, mostly clouds about 47 and about 34 degrees, chance ratio to 40%. And for Wednesday at chance rain, mostly clouds about 47 degrees, chance ratio to 30%. Peter's weather phrase of the night. A freezing start tomorrow and a cold one attempt tomorrow. Peter, this can be for the, and that's me for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday, March 22nd, 2017. I appreciate you have a good night with a good positive day. I'll see you tomorrow morning. More report. I hope you all have a good night.